Hello, boys and girls. Greg from the Scary Spirits podcast here to make you another cocktail. This week's cocktail is the double tap. So, we're going to take our glass with ice. To that, we're going to add a can of ginger beer. It didn't say how big of a can. So, this is the can I have. Okay. Next, in a separate shot glass, add half an ounce of whiskey, half an ounce grenadine. Like so. Then we drop the shot glass into our glass with the ginger beer. And then we enjoy. Pretty good. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the podcast. See ya.
Are you a rule follower? If so, you might just have a survival advantage in the zombie apocalypse. At least according to this week's movie on the Scary Spirits podcast, 2009's Zombieland. Then again, there do appear to be certain benefits to going in the no-rules direction. It does seem rather coincidental that the anxious rule follower is Columbus, and the rebel without rules is Tallahassee. It's almost like a biographical film with Greg and myself living in Zombieland. But let's be honest, Greg would never have put up with me and my rules for very long. Cheers!
Welcome to the Scary Spirits podcast. Please be advised that the presenters may use adult language and/or discuss adult situations. This podcast is not intended for younger listeners or those that may be easily offended. So, if you're ready, let's go.
Hello, boys and girls. I'm Greg.
Hi everyone, I'm Karen.
And welcome to the Scary Spirits podcast, the podcast that combines the two very different but highly compatible worlds of scary films and alcoholic spirits.
What could possibly go wrong?
Indeed. How are you, Karen?
Well, it's the Halloween letdown, isn't it, Greg?
It is, Karen. How was your
Yeah.
Halloween?
It's spooky as always. How was yours?
Yeah, the usual. Didn't do as much, but that's okay. I'm scaling back, Karen. I'm scaling back.
Well, when you get your count of candy bars together, we'll have to find that out.
Yeah. Karen, I believe this film was your choice, was it? Was it not?
It was.
Tell us all, what film have you chosen for us?
I have chosen the film Zombieland from 2009, I believe.
Any reason you chose that film, Karen?
Well, if you're listening in order, which I hope you are, this will come out on November 5th. And on November 6th is the lovely Emma Stone's birthday. And she stars in this movie.
Yes. And she is very lovely in it as well.
She is.
She is stunning. I remember thinking that as I was watching it the first time.
She's just your type in this movie. Right up your alley. She's not a Hitchcock blonde, but if you had to pick a second choice for you, this would be it. I think anyway.
Do we have a cocktail to go along with this? Is it maybe an Emma Stone themed cocktail as well?
No, it's not. It's a Zombieland themed cocktail.
Oh, okay.
It's called the Double Tap.
And how would one concoct such a thing? It sounds complicated.
It is. Try to follow along. You're going to need 1 can of ginger beer, half an ounce of whiskey, and half an ounce of grenadine.
How large of a can, Karen? Do we need a 12-ounce can, a 8-ounce can? What do we want?
Oh, I just used a regular sized
Well,
can.
there you go. Go on.
Step one, in a glass with ice, add your ginger beer.
What kind of glass, Karen?
One that will hold your can of ginger beer.
Yeah,
And
so
a little
depending
more.
on your ginger beer, yeah. Sorry, go on.
In a separate shot glass, add the grenadine and whiskey. Drop the shot glass into the glass with the ginger beer. Cheers.
So it really just the shot just mixes with the ginger beer, but I mean it's the grenadine is heavier, so it stays in the shot glass.
Really, mine's kind of pink.
Well, mine is a little pink, but my
Yeah, it
shot
is.
glass
Oh, I
is
see your
very
shot
red.
glass in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's down in there too. Doesn't seem very sanitary to me, but whatever.
Oh, I didn't even think about washing my shot glass, Karen.
Think about the outside of your shot glass in a bar. Just that's fun. It's fun though. We've
Yeah, it
never
was
had a
supposed to be
drink
one of
like
those
this.
things that you're supposed to drop it and shoot it, but this isn't that. It's you drop it and then you sip it
Yeah,
because
you
you let
sip
it mix.
leisurely at your leisure. You just sip along.
You know, because during the zombie apocalypse, you got nothing but time, Karen. All right, should we give our friends and listeners time to make their own double tap cocktail, Karen?
We should, but we should also say that we stole this cocktail recipe from Shaken Not Scared podcast.
Another podcast?
One that sounds like we might enjoy it, actually.
All right, hold on. And we're back.
Yes, we are.
All right, Karen, might you have a brief synopsis of this film for us from way, way back in 2009? And I'm just
I
going to say
do.
right now, as I was watching it again today, I was thinking, I wonder how this will age. How will this look in like 10, 15 years? But go on, tell us all the story.
After a virus turns most people into zombies, the world's surviving humans remain locked in an ongoing battle against the hungry undead. 4 survivors, Tallahassee and his cohorts Columbus, Wichita, and Little Rock, abide by a list of survival rules and zombie killing strategies as they make their way toward a rumored safe haven in Los Angeles.
Thank you, Karen. We are a match.
Excellent. It's a pretty good one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I mean, it's vague, but it's still appropriate.
All right, Karen, tell us everything you really enjoyed or were pleasantly surprised by in this film.
I have seen this film before. I saw it on the big screen with my mom when she came out to visit me in California.
Way, way back in 2009?
Yes.
You could get into an R-rated film in 2009?
My mom was with me.
Oh, yeah, so you were supervised.
Yes. We walked out and she goes, "Well, that was a movie." She did like it though. I liked this movie the first time. I liked this movie the second time. I think the casting is very well done. I like all the characters in it. Small cast, unless you count all the zombies they kill, but the zombies look scary. There's a lot of gore and violence. You know, it has all the things. It's very campy. It's a little bit like Shaun of the Dead to me. It's got humor, it's got camaraderie, it's got family, it's got a tiny bit of romance in there. I like these kind of movies. I don't have anything written for what I don't like, but go ahead and tell me what you like, and I'll see if I can find something.
So I'll say I really like this film as well, and I'd forgotten how much I like it until I watched it again. Probably for the first time in a long time. The very first thing I wrote, Karen, is this has got a good soundtrack.
It does have a good soundtrack. I actually
That's the
did
very
write
first
that
thing I
down.
wrote down
Yeah.
because the first song we hear is For Whom the Bell Tolls by
Yes.
Metallica.
It's got a nice mix of different songs. It would be a very good road trip soundtrack. It's such a mixture of things. You don't know what's coming next, but they're all good.
And the next thing I wrote is the obvious. It's funny.
It's very funny.
It's more a comedy than it is anything else. I'm
It's
not sure what
true.
I would call this, a horror
Well,
action comedy.
there's a lot of gore in it though.
Is
You
there
don't
though,
notice it
really?
because of the comedy though. It's the same with Shaun of the Dead or Renfield. It's such there's some pretty gross stuff in it if you slow down and think about what's happening versus laughing because it's funny.
Yes. And the only other thing I wrote down is that there's good acting.
Yeah, don't you think it's just really well cast?
Yeah, I would say it's probably the perfect cast. And I say something about this in my notes, but I kind of wonder how much of this was made up on the fly.
It's true. I don't know how good the actors are at improvising, but they just have a good chemistry. The four of them each play their part singularly very well, but it's hard to fake that kind of chemistry. It feels like they like each other.
And it's a small cast, Karen. I like
Yes,
that.
it is.
That's all I wrote down.
It's an unlikely group of friends who come together in a very stressful situation and
But I know I do say some things in my notes as I'm reciting. I just start say something. So we'll see. Maybe I liked something more that I can't
oh,
remember at the moment.
I mean, there's a Bill Murray, what do you call it? Cameo. It's not really a cameo. He's
But
kind of
it's
in it for
not.
a while.
Yeah, it's not. And he's in the opening credits. Bill Murray is Bill Murray. So you know he's going to be in it.
I mean, it's funny. The whole thing is funny. His part, and it's so, I mean, I don't want to say believable because it's not really believable, but you instantly bond, I would think, in a situation like that where you either like each other or you don't. And everybody had their roles, so there weren't struggles or anything. And it did spawn several sequels, so there's, of course, sequel potential in it.
Have you seen any of the sequels?
I think I
I
saw the
only know
second
of
one.
one. That's the only
I
one I
think
know
another
of.
one's coming,
Okay. But
but
I never saw it.
but I could be wrong. The sequels are never, well, I don't think as good as the first ones because the first ones are your first experience with the film, in my opinion, on limited basis. You can get into The Godfather and all that stuff, but second one's funny too. But this was your first experience with this cast and this type of humor and the camp and the gore, and I think they hit it out of the ballpark with this one.
Yeah, there's a sequel and there's talk of a third, but I don't think it's anything serious.
I bet they would do it if it
Well,
was a
I'm
reasonable.
not sure they all would be in it. All right, anything else you liked?
Specifically that I could think of, no, but I just like this kind of film.
All right, anything you did not like, Karen?
I don't have anything written down that I didn't like. Do you have anything you didn't like? Maybe it'll spur something that I didn't
I
like.
wrote it's very sad at moments. That's not something. It's not to mean I didn't like it. It's just
But that makes it real.
yeah.
And it kind of comes to a screeching halt at those times. And,
And I also wrote there's really not much to it.
no,
I wrote it's mindless fun.
it's light. Yeah.
There's not much to it. I mean,
No, I don't
I
know.
guess it's your classic road story or whatever.
Road trip comedy.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how deep you look into it. Tallahassee lost his son. He bonds with the young girl who's a little older than his son was. There's some romance between, the two other characters. There's the family of the girl and her sister. Then there's the family they become. You could make it more complicated, but when you watch it, I don't think it drags. I think it's funny the whole way through. I think it flows very well. I will say they were driving a Hummer for a very long time and never had to stop for gas, which I kept
We
thinking,
didn't see him stopping for gas
right.
anyway.
But
It's a pretty easy watch, right? It's
I would say, I guess the only thing I would say while watching it is they were not really appropriately afraid of the zombies. It's all very light and very, they just kill and move on. And it would seem that that should be traumatizing. They don't have to lose, they make it so they don't have to lose one of their friends or, it is very light.
that's all I have.
I mean, I don't understand why they didn't take a ton of food from the grocery store when they were there. Twinkies should have been much easier to find, although, when's the last time you ate a Twinkie?
Oh my God, it's been forever.
I know, right? But didn't you love them as a kid? We never hardly ever got them.
I hardly ever got them either, and when I did, it came from the
Day
day old
old
Hostess
store.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I've ever had a fresh Twinkie.
I hear they have a very long shelf life, Karen.
That's true, but I'm saying, then why were we getting day old ones? How old were those?
I don't know.
5-year-old Twinkies.
And my mom would buy the big box of them that were old, so I guess I assumed that meant I had to eat them all real quick.
I do remember liking them though. I wonder if we had one now, if we would think they tasted good.
I remember what they taste like.
Yeah, but you liked it, right?
It was fine. I mean, it wasn't my favorite thing.
Oh, did you like the ho-hos better?
I was more of a King Dong kind of guy,
King
Karen.
Dong, yeah. Well, that's a ho-ho, but smashed, isn't it?
So yeah, something like that. Look it up, boys and girls.
Zingers.
Eh,
I wasn't a big fan, but they were in the vending machines in graduate school. Zingers. Never was a snowball person. I don't hate
I
coconut,
think
but
Zingers is something different. Like
it's not Hostess.
It's Dolly
Yeah.
Madison or something.
Yeah.
It's their ripoff of the Twinkie. All right. What kind of cocktail rating do you want to give this film, Karen?
I'm torn because I really want to give it a 2,
I
but it's
know.
probably a
It's,
3. I
it's the
mean,
first time I've had to think about it. I'm like, wow, this is a really good movie. It's funny. It's
it's
entertaining.
funny, it's entertaining, but like you said, it's very light. It's not scary necessarily, but
Uh,
damn, it's enjoyable. I mean, what do you think? 2?
I would give it a 2.
Okay, I'm on board. For its class of movie, I would say it's exceptional. I bet did we give Shaun of the
Yes.
Dead a 2?
I don't know. This is better than Shaun of the Dead, I think.
Really?
I think so. My son would probably like Shaun of the Dead better, but I think I don't know, it kind of feels like a generational thing. I like the other one we did too, Anna and the Apocalypse. I like
Yeah,
that one too, but it's more of a it's got the musical thing in it. So I
I
don't know.
really like that one too. Same kind of thing,
But this is the OG, Karen.
is it?
All right. Would you like to hear a review from the time, Karen?
I'm a little nervous about that, but yes, let's do it.
Yeah, I know. First, I have to tell you this has a 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb, a 89% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. What do you think Google users think, Karen?
87%.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, I saw it.
I was going to say you cheated.
I saw it. So 87%.
All right. The review I have is from
Hey, so I have hit that number on my own before, but not today.
The Village Voice.
Ooh, interesting.
I had a Roger Ebert one too, but I was like, no, we've used him up, and it's dated 9/29/09 by a writer named Scott Foundis, and it's short, and that's part of the reason why I chose it. The zombie movie, that evergreen vessel for all manner of social and political allegory, gets stripped down to its holy shit, zombies run chassis in this fitfully amusing romp directed with little ambition and even less distinction by first timer Ruber Fleischer. Set in a not too distant future, And we know that because Roland Emmerich's apocalyptic 2012, set for release in November, is on the marquee in Grauman's Chinese. When they drive past it, apparently.
No, I was going to say because Bill Murray's still alive, but okay.
In which most of mankind has gone flesh-eating crazy from a mad cow-style pandemic. Zombieland follows the requisite hardy band of uninfected survivors as they, like the Griswolds before them, make their way to the promised land of a Southern California amusement park. Woody Harrelson leads the charge as a leathery urban roughneck in the Snake Plissken mold, with Jesse Eisenberg, typecast yet again as a virginal neurotic, Emma Stone, and Abigail Breslin, the latter two playing a couple of scam artist sisters riding shotgun. Ho-hum zombie mayhem lurks around every bend, but the movie's comic tone becomes increasingly strained, as does Eisenberg's logarithmic logoric voiceover. I don't know what that word is. Up to and including an indulgent movie star cameo by a certain deadpan genius, usually more discerning in his choice of projects. Who are you going to call? How about John Carpenter? So I don't think he liked it as much as we do.
I disagree. I think he went in with the wrong attitude.
And honestly, Roger didn't like it that much either.
Really? I didn't mind any of those things he said. I liked the voiceover. And I think they're perfectly cast. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking for humor these days. Who knows? But I think that was pretty harsh. If it's not your sense of humor, I can see where you wouldn't like it.
I mean, Roger gave it a 3 out of 4. So, but well, I guess his last paragraph is just going on about zombies. He doesn't get the whole thing, but he does say that Bill Murray is the first comedian since Jack Benny who can get a laugh simply by standing there. And he can. All right. Before we get into it scene by scene, should we talk about next week's film, Karen?
Yeah, I'm so excited to hear what you've got.
I know, I am too. Film I have chosen, Karen, is from 1943.
Whoa.
It is called The Return of the Vampire.
You are on a vampire kick. Well, it can't be a Christopher Lee, so Peter Cushing collab. So what do we got? Is it Hammer?
It's a Bela Lugosi vampire film, Karen.
Oh, so it's not Hammer. Okay.
Nope.
Why did you choose that one?
Karen, I chose that because our next episode comes out on November the 12th, and Return of the Vampire was released on November the 11th.
It's funny they missed Halloween.
Way back in 1943. I have a cocktail to go along with it, Karen.
Excellent. What vampiric cocktail do you have this week?
The cocktail I have chosen is called the Blitzkrieg.
Interesting.
It'll all make sense eventually, Karen.
It always does.
We're going to need 1 ounce of creme de cacao, 1 ounce of honey liqueur.
Do you make that? No.
You can make it.
That would be honey simple syrup.
I'm pretty sure I have some Jim Beam honey, and that counts.
Okay.
So let's just honey mix it with a spirit. 1 ounce of Jägermeister herbal liqueur, Karen. And 1 ounce of, this is going to be your favorite. If you weren't thrilled already with all these ingredients, 1 ounce of Kahlua coffee liqueur.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Instructions are easy, Karen. You mix evenly and then pour the honey liqueur in last. The Blitzkrieg.
Ugh. Well, I bet it's like a fancy cup of coffee, isn't it? With chocolate,
Probably.
licorice,
And honey.
and a little honey. Yeah, a little sugar.
Yeah. I'll bet it is exactly like that. All right. Are you ready to get into Zombieland scene by scene?
I'm sure everyone is, so let's go.
First of all, Karen, where did you watch this film?
I did watch it on Amazon.
Karen, I had a copy of it burned to a DVD.
Oh, nice.
And I looked everywhere to find it free, and it is not available free anywhere.
No, it is not. I looked too.
So I was watching the DVD and I was watching it 1 1/4 speed, because I want to get through it. And then about 20 minutes in, it stops, and there's been an error reading the disc. So I was like, shit.
Oh, I thought maybe someone recorded. It's like somebody's
No, it's
lacrosse
one.
game come
It's
on
one
or
I
something.
made. It's a.
No, but
I burned
like
it, but
you're watching and all of a sudden, bam, it's a soap opera that someone else.
or a wedding, someone's
Yeah.
wedding. So I'm like, shit. So then I had to scramble. So then I had to rent it on Amazon for, well, it's apparently on sale for like 89 cents or something crazy like that.
No,
The
I
one
didn't.
I watched.
Wow. That's nice.
So yeah, but I did find kind of where I left off and watched the rest of it on Amazon. All right, Zombieland 2009. Rated R for flashing lights, language, horror, violence, and gore. Film
Yeah,
starts
that's
in
it. The second time we've seen that horror violence, not horror comma violence, horror
horror,
violence.
violence.
I
Yeah.
wonder if that's new.
I don't know. I wonder if they say domestic violence, if it's another movie that has that in
Oh,
it.
maybe. I don't know.
Glorified violence. Film starts, we have the national anthem. The White House is on fire. We learn that there are no more people, just zombies, and it's the United States of Zombieland. Most of the film was narrated, if you have not seen the film, by Jesse Eisenberg, right? Is that his name? That's how you say his
Yes,
name?
but is Columbus
Why is he called Columbus, Karen?
because he lived in Columbus,
He lived in Columbus, what?
Ohio.
Georgia?
No.
Oh, Ohio.
Oh, are you being facetious? I'm sorry. Yes, he's from Columbus, Ohio, where all the cool people live.
And then he kind of goes through his list of rules. There's lots of rules. He goes on and on and on about his rules.
Well, why you need them.
And then we have Metallica, For Whom the Bell Tolls, in the
So, did you
credits.
write down any of his rules?
No, but I have them all right here, Karen.
Okay. He does go over his rules, and then we're watching chaos as he's talking about his rules. And I know the first one is cardio because you got to be able to run. But then, yes, For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica plays over these scenes of chaos and death and murder and whatever. And so, do you remember what year that came out?
That's pretty early, Karen. Not in my life, but
For Metallica.
it was in late 80s. 86, I'm going to bet.
It's close. For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica is a song from their 1984 album Ride the Lightning.
Oh,
That is
84?
that is
Wow.
inspired by Ernest Hemingway's novel of the same name, focused on the themes of
I,
war and mortality.
I was late to the party. I'm going to look
Key
that up.
key facts include the iconic intro being a distorted bass written by Cliff Burton before he joined the band, the bell sound being a struck anvil, and the lyrics directly referencing a specific scene in the novel where a group of soldiers is killed. I remember going to a party in Cleveland just after I graduated. So it was late for me too, but we were on a boat on the dock and my roommate's brother was there and they were playing Metallica. And I said, wow, that sounds like Metallica. And my roommate's brother lost his shit because he couldn't believe that a girl knew who Metallica was. He just kept running around the boat screaming, she pegged Metallica. She pegged Metallica. We might have been a little intoxicated. I can't remember clearly, but
Well, I just remember the first time I heard it, I was still living with my mom and dad's. I was listening to the radio late at night, before I went to sleep or whatever, and they played it on the radio, Karen, in Cincinnati.
yeah. I think it
It
was
was like some
later.
rock show or something.
Yeah. I had a cassette tape. Was there one called the Garage Tapes? I think there
Yes.
is, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, in my car, ladies and gentlemen, the speakers were kind of just sat in the back seat, connected by wires, and they would go in and out depending on when I hit a bump. And they were off for an extended period of time. And I was on Cross County Highway, and it was about 12 o'clock at night. I hit a bump, and Metallica blasted from the back seat so loud and scared the shit out of me Because, they're not uplifters, those Metallica songs.
Well, if you're listening to the garage tapes, those were all covers anyway.
I don't know. That's the only one I remember having, but it was not. It was something like that. It was a bell or something. And, it was scared. It scared the shit out of me. Anyway, okay, let's move on.
But I did see them on the Master of Puppets tour, which was in '86. They warmed up for Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, I didn't see him till much later.
God rest his soul.
Yes. I saw him with Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, I saw him right before Cliff Burton was killed in the bus accident. So, the original bass player. Moving on. This is not the Metallica podcast.
I know. We could have one of those.
We could have one, but there are probably others.
Yes. Much more informed, I'm sure.
So, through his narration, we learn he's at a Garland, Texas gas station. He goes to the bathroom, which is one of his rules, right? Zombie chases after him, but he runs to his car, Karen, but he did not have his keys in his hand.
Because he's not a lady and not a woman.
So he cannot.
Yeah,
get
so
into
one
his
of his
car.
rules is you have to be careful in the bathrooms because they seem to know when you're most vulnerable. So he does a lap because another one of his rules is cardio, and he comes back around and his door is open.
He just figures out, oh, it was unlocked the whole time.
And I said, well, then there's probably a zombie in the back seat, and
there's a zombie in the back
seat, which is another one of his rules is to always check the back seat.
Yes. He crashes into a wall or something. The zombie goes through the windshield, and then we have the whole buckle your seatbelt shit.
That's another rule.
And then another zombie attacks, and I knew his name was Columbus, so I'm just calling him Columbus throughout this. I knew that's what he is in the movie, right?
Right.
So Columbus shoots it and then gets out of the car and shoots it again, and then we have the double tap thing.
Yes, hence the drink. There you go.
More rules. He's walking on an interstate to Columbus, Ohio. A black SUV with a number 3 painted on it. And I wrote, ooh, it's a Cadillac.
It is a Cadillac.
It's an Escalade. And Tallahassee's driving it, who we learn is Tallahassee. They point their guns at each other, and then Columbus puts his thumb out and gets into the car. Tallahassee gives him a shot, and Columbus tosses it out the window and acts like he drinks it. Because I'm not sure he trusts this Tallahassee.
Well, would you? No. Who is Woody Harrelson, by the way?
Yeah, and I wrote, they don't get off on the right foot.
Well, they're completely different personalities. Greg and I are both so excited that you're listening to the Scary Spirits podcast, and we would love to hear from you. Do you have a movie suggestion for us? Or possibly a favorite drink you'd like us to try? Or maybe you just want to say hi. If so, you can email us at info@scaryspirits.com. Thank you so much for your support. Now back to the show.
They find a hostess truck on the side of the road. We have more rules.
Yes, he's warming up.
Yes.
Columbus has to limber up.
Yeah.
Before they go down. And this is where we find out that Tallahassee is on the quest for Twinkies.
They open the hostess truck and snowballs come out. Tallahassee is not happy. He wanted a Twinkie.
And Snowballs being the hostess, Snowballs. Yes.
Yes.
The coconut.
We see Columbus in another bathroom. And while he's in there, he has a flashback to when he was a kid or before all the world went to shit or whatever, right?
Yeah, he was in school in Austin, Texas.
And I wrote, he's a romantic. His neighbor is knocking on the door. He calls her 406 because that's, I guess, the apartment number.
Yeah, so, but he's saying he spent his Friday nights in. He was not a cool kid. He wants a family and a girl. And do you remember what he said he did on his Friday nights?
Nope.
World of Warcraft. Which I never played anything like that. Did you play those games?
I did not.
World of Warcraft
My
was
son
announced in 2001 and released by Blizzard Entertainment in November 2004, becoming the 4th installment in the Warcraft franchise. It was developed using elements of the Warcraft 3 engine and quickly became mainstream, transforming the genre. The game's history is marked by continuous expansion releases, the first being the Burning Crusade in 2007, and ongoing evolution that has led to the creation of different versions of the game in response to fan demand for the original experience. That means absolutely nothing to me, but anyone who knows Warcraft probably knows that crap. Meaning the facts, not that the game is crap, because I don't know. I never played it.
He lets his neighbor in.
Who's very beautiful, and you're right, he calls her 406.
She's played by Amber Heard. She says the homeless person came running at her and tried to bite her. He lets her sleep on his shoulder and she kisses him on the cheek. Next morning, she don't look so good, Karen.
Nope.
She attacks him and he ends up smashing her in the head with the cover of a toilet tank. But she's not quite dead yet. She comes running at him again and he whacks her in the head again.
Double tap with the top of the toilet.
She gone. Then he talks about zombies. Well, they both do. Him and Tallahassee talk about zombies. They talk about kill of the week, don't they? Here, the first
Tallahassee is obsessed with becoming the kill of the week. I don't know if it's on TV or what. That plays a bigger role in the second one. But it's a fast-acting virus, we find out. You get a swollen brain, raging, your rage, you have a fever, hateful, violent, and a really bad case of the munchies.
They clear cars from the highway so they can get by. I said Tallahassee gets aggravated with Columbus. And then they drive away and they lie about their sexual prowess, I wrote. Because that's what you do. They see a female zombie, I think, eating a man in the middle of the street.
I think it's like a husband and wife supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
They got out of the car and she's sucking his bone marrow. It's pretty graphic.
Tallahassee whacks her in the head with his car door as they drive by.
Yeah,
he
Columbus
likes killing zombies, I wrote.
Yeah, Columbus says he has a sixth sense of humor when it comes to zombies.
Tallahassee wants Twinkies. They stop at a grocery store. And I wrote, he has a garden weasel in his truck he uses as a weapon.
He has a selection.
Thought the garden weasel was funny.
Yeah.
They go into the store to try to find Twinkies. Tallahassee plays a banjo to draw out the zombies.
He starts with the dueling banjos.
Yeah.
Don't make me bring up Yakety Sax again, where they played the dueling banjos. I know that's from, what's the movie?
Deliverance?
Yeah. But that's not what we had a record that we used to play as kids that had that on there.
Well, I immediately went to the song, Can You Play Some Leonard Skinner, please? So anyway, zombie comes towards him. He kills it with the banjo, kills another with a baseball bat. Then we have a big zombie, and he kills him with the garden shears. So then Emma Stone comes out. She looks very serious. She tells them to come quick, and they just go running.
Pretty girl.
That's but so they don't know this girl from Adam, and she
wasn't it last week where a pretty girl convinced a guy to transfer his brain to a better body? Come on, Craig.
But this is zombies. This is the apocalypse.
But she doesn't look like a zombie.
All right.
They're all degraded and.
Then we meet Wichita and Little Rock. Their story is that they are sisters, and Little Rock has been bitten. Little Rock wants them to shoot her. Tallahassee goes to do it, and then Wichita says, no, she will do it. They're good actors. They're acting.
But they're from different places, so how are they sisters? But anyway.
I know. She says she will do it and takes the gun from Tallahassee. Then, of course, she points the gun at him and takes his gun, and then the girls demand the car keys and all their things. So they drive off in the Cadillac.
Yeah. So they con them.
So then we see the girls in the car. They're talking about driving to some place free of zombies because that's the great myth.
And Little Rock is only 12. So you have Emma Stone, who's what? Looks like she's maybe 18 or 19, taking care of her little sister and saying, I've definitely heard this place in California, so it's probably not.
So then Columbus and Tallahassee talk about zombie kills they've seen. And this is when they talk about kills of the week. I think.
Yeah, they're looking for another car. They're walking down the street.
And Columbus says, "Ooh, that's a nice minivan." And Tallahassee says, "Yeah, that sure is." And then he takes out his frustrations on the minivan and
Yes.
bashes on all the windows and whatnot. But then they find a Hummer H2, Karen. Tallahassee is very excited. There are arms on the steering wheel, but no body attached
Yeah,
to it.
just hands clenched on the steering wheel.
But they find a lot of guns in the back seat because you always check the back seat, Karen. And then Tallahassee fires off a bunch of rounds. I don't know why they waste so much ammunition in this movie either.
I
But
don't know. They
anyway.
do though.
And then he paints a number 3 on the yellow Hummer H2. He must be
I
a
don't
Dale Earnhardt fan, Karen.
He must be because I thought it would be a number. I thought it was the number of car, and he definitely kept the 3, so it must be that.
Then we have flashbacks to Tallahassee and his dog.
Because that's where he talks about where home was, is where his puppy was.
And then we have rule number, I wrote 32. It's the little things. Enjoy the little things. Yeah. They find the girls.
Well, it looks like the car ran out of gas or
Well,
something,
yeah, the
or
girls
overheated.
the girls have left the car in the road with help written on it. And it's kind of clever how they do it. They have H3LP.
Yeah.
They incorporate the 3. That's kind of smart. Tallahassee walks up to check the truck. He has Columbus stay back. It's
And
empty.
wait, yeah.
Tallahassee has Columbus drive the Hummer down to where he is, and the girls are in the back seat, or Little Rock is in the back seat with a gun.
Yeah, she commandeered Columbus and the Hummer.
And then Wichita comes out from behind a hay roll, whatever
Hey,
those
yeah.
things are called. Wichita gets in the driver's seat and they drive away.
So they got him again.
Then we have a flashback to a gas station.
So we're going to get the past
Back,
of the girls.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wichita is on the ground looking for her engagement ring.
Looking very sexy.
The gas station attendant comes out and he says he will find it for her. So she gives him her number. She tells him that she'll give him $3,000 reward. So then the guy's back in the store, and then we see Little Rock out there, and she finds a ring, Karen,
She found the ring.
and then she wants a reward. So gas station guy gives her the entire contents of the cash register. It's like $400 or something.
Yeah, because he thinks he's going to get $3,000, or it's worth at least $3,000 because she's going to give him that as a reward. So he thinks he's got 3,000. So he gives the young girl, Little Rock, 400.
And then we see Little Rock getting in the car with Wichita, and they have a lot more rings to do
Yes, they
this
do.
over and over again.
They're making some serious cash.
And then Tallahassee gets his gun back from Little Rock as they're driving down. He just takes it the road. He just takes it from her. Then they all point guns at each other, and Columbus convinces them all to stand down. We learn the girls are headed to an amusement park. Well, we know that, but now they do. Wichita tells Columbus that Columbus is burnt to the ground. And Tallahassee kind of like hits her on the shoulder, and then she apologizes. But she offers to take him to Columbus if that's where he really wants to go.
And he realizes he has no home.
They're driving
Nowhere to go.
along. Tallahassee and Little Rock are asleep in the back seat. Wichita sees a truck and pulls over. She tells Columbus that he can take it and find whoever he's looking for. He starts to get out of the Cadillac, but then he stops. And our love connection.
Oh, this might be where he says he realizes he has no home. So he just stays in the car with them because he has nowhere to go.
Next, they pull over at a souvenir store. We have more talk about zombie kill of the week. Oh, because Tallahassee kills one and he asks, "Hey, think that's zombie kill of the week?"
Yeah. He shoots him in the head as he's coming out the Indian. It's a Native American Indian gift shop.
Then Columbus sprays Tallahassee with perfume. Tallahassee punches him with 45% power, and then they break everything in the store.
Yeah, because Columbus is trying on cologne because he wants to impress Wichita, and that Tallahassee gets it right away. And then Columbus sprays Tallahassee, and then They do talk about Sister Knickerbocker beats him for the kill of the week because she attracts a zombie and then she pushes a button and a piano falls on it. So we see that as the kill of the week. But
Yes.
then they just trash the store.
Then we have a montage of driving in the car. They're just like talking about stupid shit.
And it's another time when Little Rock doesn't know something because she's 12. So we have a lot of cultural references she doesn't know. This one is Willie Nelson. And then they're teaching her to drive and they're all telling her stuff to do. And it's funny.
Then we see signs. Welcome to California. Welcome to Los Angeles. Columbus says they should find a place to sleep, so they stop and grab a map of Hollywood star homes.
They have to kill a lot of zombies. So along the way, they're killing zombies in different areas. And here, when they get out to get the map, they have to kill a bunch of zombies then too.
So they arrive at a Hollywood mansion of a star because Tallahassee's going to take them to the A-list.
The pinnacle.
Yeah, the pinnacle. Initials on the gate say BM. In the house, we see photos of Bill Murray.
And Little Rock doesn't know who Bill Murray is. And Tallahassee said, that's like saying you don't know who Gandhi is. And she goes, who's Gandhi?
So then they go through the house making sure they are alone. They split up, right?
Yeah.
Columbus and Little Rock find a movie theater, and Wichita and Tallahassee find the bedroom. Columbus and Little Rock watching Ghostbusters because Columbus wants to show Little Rock who Bill Murray is. Zombie Bill Murray enters or walks in on Tallahassee and Wichita. She's practicing her golf swing inside the house, Karen. So he comes up like a zombie. Wichita hits him with a golf club. He yells. He says he wears zombie makeup to blend in. And I wrote, Tallahassee is very pleased to meet him.
Yeah, he fangirls.
Next thing I have is we learned that Eddie Van Halen is a zombie, Karen.
Yep. Just play the bowl or whatever.
Then I wrote, they smoke something from a water pipe? Question mark.
Yeah, Bill Murray has some stash.
And then they pretend to be Ghostbusters.
That was funny.
We see Columbus and Little Rock watching the movie. Wichita and Tallahassee have Bill Murray go in to try to scare Columbus in the movie theater.
And Columbus asks Little Rock what kind of guys Wichita likes, and Little Rock says bad boys. So he knocks over the popcorn. It's pretty funny.
So Columbus shoots him.
Well, I interrupted you. So Bill Murray walks in,
Yeah, and then
pretending to be
him.
a zombie because they're high, and they're like, "Oh, who's the pansy or whatever? Who's the scaredy cat or whatever?" Oh, it's Columbus. So he goes in acting like a zombie, and of course, Columbus shoots him.
Shoots him.
Yeah.
And next thing I wrote is Bill Murray is hilarious.
Yeah.
He's just hilarious.
Yeah.
He's just hilarious, period. They ask him if he has any regrets, and he lingers on quite a while, Karen.
For having his chest shot open. Yeah.
And Wichita laughs.
Because the way he dies.
He's funny.
Yeah.
I don't blame her. I was laughing. He's funny.
I wonder if that was improvised.
Yeah, I don't know. They bring his body out and give him I think it's a 21 gun salute. I didn't count. And they throw his body off the balcony or something. So then they're in a house playing Monopoly. Tallahassee talks about his dog again. Turns out it was not his dog. It was a little boy.
His
Cute
little baby.
kid, I wrote.
Yeah, his son.
And then right here, next thing I wrote is, this has just the right amount of sadness. Really.
Yeah.
Because there's funny shit mixed in with the sadness, too. Then they're having target practice in Bill Murray's mansion. Little Rock
Tallahassee is.
then Little Rock comes in. I wrote, she's not a good shot. Tallahassee tries to give her some pointers.
And it helps.
So then Wichita brings some liquor to Columbus. She asks him to come drink with her.
Yeah, don't make me drink alone.
No, I wouldn't think of it. So apparently they're drinking wine, Karen.
Probably a very nice wine. I have no idea. They say what it is, but
It's
it
a
means nothing to me.
1997 vintage. I know that.
Yes.
And I wrote, Wichita is getting flirty. And then I wrote, I wonder how much of this is ad-libbed or Improv. But anyway, Columbus did not have a good 1997 because they talk about
Yeah, so
1997.
Wichita saw her first R-rated movie, which was Anaconda, got her first tattoo, which was fake, and had her first kiss with Scotty Lynch. And she says, "Are you jealous of Scotty Lynch?" He says, "He's jealous of Scotty Lynch, sure, but I'm jealous of your whole 1997." He said it was his first orthodontist visit and got headgear. He got his first bee in wood shop. And then it was the Sadie Hawkins dance, which is girl's choice. So I looked that up. The
Didn't know
Sadie
about
Hawkins.
Sadie Hawkins dances?
I did, but I didn't know where it
Oh
came
yeah,
from.
that's right. You went to Catholic school.
Yeah, we didn't have those things. Sadie Hawkins dance originated from the 1930s Little Abner comic strip created by Al Cap, which featured a day where unmarried women chased and married up bachelors. This concept evolved into a high school and college dance tradition where girls ask boys to the dance, flipping traditional gender roles, though some view its original premise as problematic. Because in the story, Sadie Hawkins was an unattractive older single woman. Her father, worried she'd never find a husband, created a day where all the town's bachelors had to run while Sadie chased them. The man she caught was then required to marry her. I don't know. See, cardio's a good thing on both ends.
So then Wichita asks him to dance, and I wrote Love Connection. A very small kiss, and then Tallahassee interrupts them and asks, "Hey, can I get some help with the sofa? I'm making a fort."
Yes. With Little Rock, so.
And Wichita makes it clear that she and her sister are going to do whatever they have to do with or without the boys. So just so you know just so you know your place. Good day. Next day, the girls steal the Hummer. The girls only have one rule, Karen. Trust no one.
Except each other.
They arrive at the amusement park. They drive through the gate. We see Tallahassee and Columbus gathering supplies in Bill Murray's mansion. Tallahassee decides he's going to Mexico.
To look for Twinkies.
Girls at the amusement park. They turn on the power. Everything is operating. Zombies are drawn towards the lights and converge. Columbus says he's going to find Wichita. Back at the amusement park, girls killing zombies. Zombies chase after them.
Yes, so they were drawn to the lights and the noise, of course, because when she flips all the switches, all the rides, all the lights, everything, the music comes on.
Back at the mansion, Columbus and Tallahassee say goodbye. Columbus takes a motorcycle. Tallahassee takes an SUV. Columbus wrecks the motorcycle. He gets like 10
Immediately.
feet. Tallahassee pulls up and tells them to get in the car. They decide to go to the amusement park.
But what does he call him when he tells him to get in the car?
I don't remember.
He says, "Get in the car, Evil Knievel."
Oh, yeah.
So for those youngins who don't know, Evil Knievel was a big fucking deal when we were kids.
Oh, my God. He was the man.
Evil
He was a hero.
Knievel,
He was a superhero.
born Robert Craig Knievel in 1938, was a famous American daredevil known for his spectacular motorcycle stunts in the 60s and 70s. I thought it was later than that, but he became a cultural icon through his showmanship, attempts to jump over cars and buses, and famous failures like the 1967 crash while jumping the Caesars Palace fountains and the 1974 failed rocket jump across the Snake River Canyon. That one I remember.
That was
Yeah.
a big deal, Karen.
1974.
I remember that one.
Despite numerous crashes and over 400 broken bones, his resilience made him a legendary figure. He died in 2007, and his legacy is celebrated with events like the annual Evil Knievel Days in his hometown of Butte, Montana.
How many bones are in the human body, Karen?
He broke multiple bones multiple times.
I'm just curious.
He was raised by his grandparents in a rough mining town. I guess Butte, Montana might be a rough mining town. I don't know. Anyway, he was a big deal when we were young, very young.
Yeah, I had the action figure and the motorcycle and
That was one of you could buy that costume, you know? Yeah.
I was Evil Knievel one year for Halloween. Now that
There you go. See?
I did. I
I
had the
dig that
plastic
picture.
mask,
Yep, those
with the
scary
evil
plastic
Knievel on the
masks where you couldn't breathe and
head.
you had the little
Yeah,
jumpsuit.
the highly flammable jumpsuit with
Yes,
the stars and the
the
across the
cross.
chest.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
those were the
I gotta look
days.
through my mom's pictures. I gotta find pictures of that shit.
Those were the days, people.
All right, back
Now,
to
if
the
you went as
amusement
Evil
park.
Knievel, only the old people would know who you were. But they would
Yeah,
know
no.
if you had that white jumpsuit with
Yeah,
those
hell yeah.
stars and you were carrying a helmet, everybody would know you were Evil Knievel.
Back at the amusement park, I wrote the girls were on a drop zone ride because that's my frame of reference. It's called Drop Zone at Kings Island. So,
Yeah, because they're trying to get up high away from the zombies.
and they slowly begin descending to the zombies. They shoot as many of them as they can, and then they rise back up and they slowly descend again. It's like an up and down thing, all right,
But it's
right?
very tall.
Uh,
And there are probably, what would you say, 100 zombies down there waiting on them
yeah. Little Rock shoots the control panel and the ride stops.
after
So they're
using the technique Tallahassee taught her.
yeah, so they're stuck pretty up high. Tallahassee and Columbus arrive. They drive into the amusement park and shoot at some zombies. The girls see them arrive and they're happy because
And
they
they're
are
happy.
stuck
Yeah.
and they need help. Columbus sees the Hummer in the lake. He fears for the worst, but then he hears the girls yell for them. Uh, Tallahassee takes some blowhorns and draws the zombies away so that Columbus can get to the girls.
Yeah, he's like, go get your girl.
And Tallahassee mows them down with his machine gun as zombies come towards him. Columbus runs to the girls, shooting zombies as he goes. And then, of course, he enters a haunted house, Karen. And this, here's where I'm thinking, oh my gosh, just
I wouldn't have gone in there.
no. I mean,
That was probably
there's
the one scene that
there's
didn't
not
need to
much
be in
to
there.
this thing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like whatever.
It shouldn't have. That's the one thing that you're like, meh, he shouldn't have gone in there.
Yeah,
But
of course you're
whatever.
gonna go in the haunted house, whatever. So then we see zombies climbing up to the girls. Wichita runs out of ammo. Tallahassee takes a ride on a cat and mouse roller coasters. That's what I called them. 'Cause that's what my mom called them. Cat and mouse roller coaster, shooting zombies as he goes around. It's one of those like figure eight things that just goes
Yeah.
around in a figure eight. Right?
Smaller one. It would be hard to shoot when you were riding that, but whatever.
Again, I'm thinking this is
This
just
is the gore.
nonsense and
Yeah.
fluff. It's just
It's kind of funny though.
how many rides can we get them on shooting zombies or killing
Yes.
zombies?
Yes, true.
Back to the haunted house. Columbus attacked by zombies. Duh. He shoots them. Girls on the ride again. Back to the girls.
They're using their feet, kicking them off as best they can.
Yep. Then Tallahassee locks himself in a gift stand, I wrote. He pulls the gate, so I guess they
It's
can't
like a
reach him.
game. Yeah, like a
And he shoots zombies as they converge on him. But if there's 100 under the
yeah.
girls, there's like 1,000
Yeah, he's not going to
converging
get
on
out of
him.
there with his pistols. He's using pistols at that point.
Yeah, he does have lots of ammo, but whatever.
It's like they're coming at him one at a time.
The girl's attacked by a zombie. Wichita knocks the zombie off of her. Then we cut to Tallahassee. He's killed all the zombies, Karen. They're all dead.
Yep.
Cut to another zombie crawling up the drop zone ride. Columbus arrives, but a zombie clown is in his way.
We know he's afraid of clowns.
Zombie clown chases him, and Columbus whacks him with a mallet from I guess you'd call it the strongman.
Yeah, that was
Game.
gross because then he double tapped him by smashing his face in. That was
Yeah.
graphic.
Well, it was a dummy head though. It wasn't.
Yeah, but it's squished.
So then Columbus gets to the ride. He throws the emergency brake on the drop zone ride. The zombie falls, and the girls come down and get off the ride. Wichita hugs Columbus and tells him her name is Krista.
Yeah, because he said when they don't even know each other's names.
And then they kissy face.
They do.
Then we cut to Tallahassee looking for Twinkies.
'Cause
Sign says deep fried Twinkies.
Yes.
They're in there looking, but he can't find any. He's getting pissed. He's starting to break shit. They hear a noise, and Columbus shoots at a door. They open the door. It's a mouse. But inside, behind the door is a storeroom, and there was a box of Twinkies, but they were right in the line of fire, Karen.
Yes, he ruined
They
the
have been
last box.
obliterated.
He's like, maybe you can eat around the buckshot.
Then they hear the car start to drive away. Of course, they think, "God damn, they're stealing the car again." But the car stops, and Little Rock throws Tallahassee a Twinkie. The girls agreed to let the boys back in the car, and they begin to get in, but then Wichita drives away. You know,
That old thing. Yeah.
that old thing. She does let them in, and they drive away happily ever after. Apparently, as a family, Karen.
Yes. And Columbus says he adds, just wear sunscreen. I'm not sure he
No,
called it.
a little sunscreen never hurt anybody. That's
Right.
rule number 26, apparently. Some of these I don't recognize. Some of them I do, but rules, I mean. All right, Karen, what did you think of the double tap cocktail?
I liked it. It's good. I like it when it has a mixer. So, not the biggest fan of ginger beer, but I don't not like it.
Mine is evaporated. It was good. I liked it.
It's flashy.
It got sweeter at the end because that's where all the grenadine
Yeah, all the
is at the
grenadines down
bottom.
there.
Anything we learned today, Karen?
Well, we learned about Metallica, For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Oh, yeah, shit.
We learned
I didn't
about
write that down.
World of Warcraft, the Sadie Hawkins dance, something else. But Evil Knievel.
And some of our listeners may remember better Robbie Knievel, his son.
Yeah, that was, nah,
He tried.
he did.
Did what he could.
Tough legacy to live up to, though.
Yeah, he's no Evil Knievel.
Nobody had the Robbie Knievel costume. We're just going to say that. No offense to him, but.
All right. Anyone you need to thank this week, Karen?
Well, I need to thank our listener. We know there's a lot of podcasts out there. We really appreciate when you spend time with us. What about you, Greg? Who do you need to thank?
Karen, I'm going to once again thank our listeners in the Empire State.
Wow. New York's getting spooky.
And the band Verse 13 for providing all the music in the Scary Spirits podcast.
Music definitely makes the podcast better.
Anything else, Karen?
Please, everyone, drink responsibly.
Yes.
Thanks for listening to the Scary Spirits podcast, where the movies might be iffy, but the drinks are always solid. We would love to hear from you. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Scary Spirits Podcast, or go to our website, scaryspirits.com. And if you want the direct line, email us at info@scaryspirits.com. If you really want to help us out, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. And remember, always drink responsibly. See you next week.